Hi on the web. There's two on the web. Hi. We're waiting for someone to come on Facebook, and I think we just went live on TikTok. Anyway, hi, I am Leah from BB Crafts, and today I will be showing you how to make a sunflower wreath with a new petal. I don't know what I'll do with it, but you're going to learn right along with me. Anyway, okay, well, hi, whoever's on Facebook, and hi, TikTok. Thank you for joining us today. Sissy and Jocelyn and Marie and Ida, and I love that user 7Q1955G. Thank you guys for joining us today, and hello on Facebook. There's two of you on there. Say hi. Let me know who you are. Hello, Allison. You're the first one today. Thank you for joining us. We love when you come on. And Sonia, hello. Thank you for joining us. And over on TikTok, we've got so many people joining. Sandy and Carol and William, thank you for joining us. And Ruth, thank you for joining us over on TikTok. You guys might want to stay today. I'm going to show you a new petal. I was making them while I was offline. I'm probably going to have to cut more mesh, but I will be showing you a new petal today. Anyway, we have 5 on Facebook. Say hi. 2 of you said hi. The rest of you say hi. Patty Cole, thank you for joining us over on Facebook. And Kathy on TikTok. All right, well, again, I'm Leah from BB Crafts, and today I will be showing you, really, it's simple, it's new to me, but it's a new petal. I'm going to show you somebody on Facebook, I believe it was Barbara. She joins us sometimes when she's at work. Anyway, she asked me if I could do a sunflower wreath. So there are several petals you can use to do a sunflower wreath, but I saw another petal and I thought it was so pretty, and I thought, okay, I have to try this. So anyway, on TikTok, you guys, thank you again, and we'd love you guys to follow us. I do believe we're closer to 1,900, but we need 5,000 to open a TikTok shop for you. So if you guys would follow us, we would so appreciate it over on TikTok. And Facebook, you guys can follow us and, you know, put I notify with no space. Hi, Sonia. So you got a question. You order a lot of your stuff from the company, but been looking for a sign that has a deer and a windmill in it for a swag. Okay, you know what, Sonia, I am going to contact, let me write it down really quick. I'm going to contact our sign maker. So you want a sign with a deer and a separate one with a windmill, or one with a deer and a windmill? Because I can ask her to create it for you. I'm going to write your name down, Sonia. I can ask her to create it, and if you come on next time, I can let you know if it's in there, or yeah, or maybe BB Crafts can notify you. But yeah, that can be made. If you guys have anything either on TikTok or on Facebook, if you guys have any signs that you would like to see us create, we have an amazing sign designer, and she can come up with anything. Say no together in the rustic colors with a barn. Okay, well, let me see if she could do that. Okay, rustic color with a barn. All right, I'm going to see if she could do it. I don't know how she generates her signs, but we'll figure it out. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. Oh, okay. You can't wait to see the solid sunflower. You know, okay, well, stick with me because this is a new petal to me. I've seen it done with poly burlap, and we don't carry poly burlap. And then we do carry a fabric yellow deco mesh. We were out of it, so I couldn't use that one. So I decided to use our regular. I'll show you guys what I'm using today. Sorry for the mess I have. Okay, so the first thing I'll show you guys, and for TikTok, our first item we're going to be using is our 8-inch wreath frame, and it's $2.99. This will make about a 20-inch wreath if you use, hi Justin, if you use the, the correct size. Hi Justin, thank you for joining us. Hey. If you use the correct size petals. And then I'm going to be using this little teeny tiny, it's so cute, you guys. I think you can see it on Facebook. I have to show both you guys. Let's see, Facebook, I want to show you where you guys can see it. There you go. It's our 6-inch, Mike, do you want to put that up? Oh, it is our 6-inch sunflower metal sign. It comes in 6, 8, 10, and 12 inch. Okay, Sonia, you've been looking everywhere. You bought a lot of y'all. Thank you so much for buying our signs. And over on TikTok, this is our sign. It's a 6-inch sunflower metal sign, and it's $6.99 to $12.99. So you can get it in 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch. And then I'm going to be using, I've already cut this up, you guys. So this is our, let me scan it so I can tell you exactly what this is. Okay, this is our, it's not coming out. Let me try it again. Just scroll down for me, Mike. Okay, it is our light gold Deco Mesh Solid. And it is $3.50 right now. And of course, if you purchase from our site, we have a coupon, Mom15, so you get 15% off. And if you buy $79 worth of products, you get free shipping. So it's a really good deal. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for joining us over on Facebook. Say hi, everybody on Facebook. And thank you, all you users on TikTok. If you guys would like us, share, follow especially. We would like to open up a TikTok shop for you guys. Facebook already has the ability to order from our lives. We also have an app in the Apple Store. You can download that. We are waiting for our Android. It should be our app for our Androids. It should be ready any day. We're just waiting for it to be approved. Hi, Tina Maxwell. Thank you for joining us today. Let me know where all you guys are from. I know our Allison, our first one, is from Missouri. And you grew up in Mississippi, right, Allison? I heard that yesterday. I thought, oh no, am I wrong when I say you're from Missouri? But no, you grew up in Mississippi and you live in Missouri. Anyway, so I'm going to get started, you guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this plastic grid. And I just have a piece of it because I have extra from cutting it before here. I need 2 of them. Okay, and size small. Okay, I'm going to write that down. And I'll get a hold of Crystal and see 2 small ones. And I will let you know. Anyway, okay, wait, I saw somebody said from Barboseville. How do you say that? Barboseville. Okay, and okay, Allison, I thought so. Is there anyone I can call? Actually, okay, Mike.
Yep.
Sonia Trammell on our messages, she wants a specific sign, and I wrote what she wants down, but she said, is there anyone I can call and talk to somebody there? So
Yes.
So how does she do that?
Please just use our chat
Okay.
on our website and put your phone numbers. We'll have somebody call you right away.
Okay, did you hear that, Sonia? So just go to our website and ask in the chat, give your phone number, and somebody will get back to you. But yes, thank you, JM Designs. Thank you for joining us today. And Glorious Wreaths, I love that name. Thank you for joining us, you guys. So again, let me share with you really quick, you guys, what I'm going to be making today. I'm going to be making a sunflower wreath. And for those of you guys in the wreath community, okay, just excuse me. Okay, today I was looking for a specific newer petal, and I could not find it. And anyway, I ran across a new one. It'd be better made with a fabric deco mesh, but we are out of it, so I'm going to double up on our pieces. And I even wrote down the name of the designer, so this might not do her justice. Okay, so I wrote it down, you guys. I was watching Your Front Porch, and her name is Stacy, and she was doing a it's called a double up petal, and it's made by Kathy Shelley from Kathy's Unique Decor. Now, we like to showcase what we sell here, so I'm going to be doing it on our metal frame, our 8-inch frame, you guys. But this is what the petal is going to look like. I think you can see that on Facebook or TikTok. I don't know if you guys see all the comments, but anyway, it's really, really cute. I doubled up my mesh though because I wanted it to be a little, let me see, over here on Facebook. You can see this. Hi, David. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, Sonia, go ahead and get a hold of somebody through our chat. You said it right. Oh, Misty, what did I say? I'm not sure what I said right. But anyway, this is called a double up petal. It's a fairly new one. I believe it's about a month old. And you guys have probably seen it go through the wreath community right now. And it's actually a beautiful petal. And as soon as I put my plastic on, we are just going to start attaching. So I'm going to have Mike put down the face part on Facebook so that my hands are showing so you guys can see what I'm doing. I hope that works for everybody. Let me move my mess out of the way and get started. All right, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen this done, because I know some of you guys haven't, happy Friday, David. Happy Friday. I know the week goes so fast, right? Okay, so you just, if you have a plastic grid, and you can buy them usually at any of your craft stores, Joann's, Michael's, you know, Hobby Lobby, and they're usually bigger. And you can usually find them in the section where you do cross stitch. Is usually where you can find them. Anyway, you can buy them, and I'm just going to put my frame on there, and I'm just going to trace. I usually attach before, but for those of you who haven't seen it done before. Okay, and then you just cut out your circle, and it's really, really super easy to do. And it doesn't have to be perfect. But we're going to attach the sign, possibly some petals, but I'm thinking maybe not. But a lot of times when you're making a wreath, you do attach your petals. Thank you for joining over on TikTok. You guys follow us. Thank you, Mary, you followed. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing our lives, JM Design, and we really appreciate that. So to attach your grid to your frame, you guys, you just put your zip ties in to the grid, and put it up through the bar, the inside bar on your frame, and then just tighten it. And thank you for everybody who's on Facebook. We don't have a lot today on Facebook. Where are you, Facebook? Anyway, thank you for joining us over on TikTok. And again, on TikTok, if you guys share, follow, like, but especially follow. We'd like to build up our follows. We're almost to the 1900 point, I believe. And if we get 5,000, we will be opening up a TikTok shop for you. So we'd love to do that so you could shop right from TikTok. Facebook can shop while we're online. They have a feature on there. Where did my... Okay. And anyway, you guys, we also, just so you know, we carry all these awesome... Oh, where are my... Hold on. Oh, there they are. Okay. We have wire cutters. We have our rotary cutter, and we have our scissors. I don't know if they're all in stock right now, but when we do have them, you guys, I would definitely recommend them. They are great. Anyway, I'm going to use our cutters. Hi, Barb. Oh, Barbara, good. Did you see what I'm making today? I listened to you. I told you I'd do it, but I'm going to show you guys a few different petals that you commonly see with the sunflower. And then I'm going to show you a new one. And Barbara, I challenged myself. I shouldn't have done it. But I did it. And I'm going to do another petal today. But I think it's going to turn out really neat because I saw one done and it was beautiful. I am using a different product. Do you have that mat? Okay, Mike, do we have the mat right now? We usually...
No, it's still on its way.
Okay, it's on its way.
Yet.
It's on its way, Lisa. So just kind of keep an eye on our website. And hopefully it'll come in soon. I don't
send out email soon when it arrives.
Oh, how did they get it? How did they? Oh, go in. What do they join? They go to our website and join what to get an email? Just what did they?
Homepage. Scroll to the bottom. There's a subscribe to our newsletter.
Okay, go to our homepage, subscribe at the bottom, and you will be able to get a newsletter, and you will know when. Okay, Lisa, she's got it. And you'll know when it comes in. Okay, so first I'm going to show you a couple of petals, you guys, that you're all familiar with for a sunflower. Okay, and basically you're going to cut it, you know, the 10 inches. So and this is just our regular deco mesh. So, you know, you're going to see it with poly deco mesh. You're going to see it with fabric deco mesh. Today I'm going to be using our regular deco mesh. So let me see if, okay, I'm going to cut a few. And I'm going to show you the different petals because... like I said, one of our followers on Facebook asked me to make a sunflower, and there are several petals that you can make for a sunflower. So I'm going to show the different petals. Okay, so this is not the petal I'm using, but I'm going to show this. So Barbara, hope you can watch while you're working. Okay, so you've got your 10 by 10 square, right? And you've got your clean edges. And this is the first petal I'm going to show you. This is the common petal used for our sunflower wreaths. And you see people do it with deco mesh. You see it done with poly deco mesh. You see it done with fabric deco mesh. And you just do it like you see a lot of our petals done. And you just gather it in the middle and then just fold it. Okay, so that's one that some people do. And they just attach it to their frame just like that. And then they just keep attaching them. Okay, so I'm just going to put a rubber band around that so you can see. Okay, that's one of the sunflower petals that's used. Then you have the single petal that's so often used. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay, so this one you would just fold up, fold it into a triangle, and you know deco mesh, it wants to do its own thing. Okay, and then you just gather it at the bottom. And this is called the single petal. A lot of these Julie from Wreath Boutique has taught us through the years. And you can see how cute that is, you guys. I know the yellow is kind of sheer and hard to see, but anyway, I think you guys can see that. And I didn't cut this with the wood burner, so of course you're going to see frays. I would recommend cutting this one with the wood burner. Anyway, thank you for joining us over on Facebook, and thank you for joining us over on TikTok. So you have, these are two of the different petals that you would use to make a sunflower. These are not the ones I'm going to use today. Okay, then there's another one I learned recently, and I just love it, you guys. So it is, so you make it like the first one, okay? And then you gather it, and then you twist it, and you put it on top, literally on top of the other one. So this is called, what does she call it? Did she call it it's like a mermaid petal though. So you kind of match it, and then you fold it in half. I just love this petal actually. This is the one I was gonna do today. I need your advice. Okay, Barbara, I know your advice. What kind of mesh I need? I'm ready to check out. I love all your mesh. You know what? Okay, Mike.
Yep.
Are we gonna get any more of our fabric deco mesh in? Do you
We're
know?
getting so much mesh.
Okay, Barbara, why don't you wait a few days? We literally have, looking for the chat box. Okay, Sonia can't find the chat box in the app or on the Facebook account, Mike.
Or is she on the website or on?
On the app and on the, did you go to the web? Sonia, did you go to the web? Because it's on the web. Anyway, Barbie.
Right bottom corner.
In the right bottom corner. Okay, Barbara, if you wait a few days, hopefully we'll get in the fabric mesh. But you know what? This is actually good. So you can see this is another petal you can make. And this makes an amazing, shoot, I missed that one. Okay. What did you miss, honey? Did you miss this petal? I could show you again. Hold on. Let me show somebody over on, okay, thank you, Barbara. Thank you for waiting. And yeah, I won't be back here till Wednesday of next week, but you can ask Janine too, and Janine could ask Mike. Okay, so do you want to see that same petal I did right now? Okay, let me show you that petal. So I'm going to cut it 10 inches. Like I said, if I were using deco mesh to do it, I would definitely use my wood burner for these certain ones. Okay, so this one, so you cut it 10 by 10 like you do your normal petals. You fold it in half, and then again in half, and then you just gather it, okay? And then you twist it. And when you twist it, you put the petals literally on top of each other. And you make sure your clean finish is over to the side. And then you just fold it in half. And honestly, it makes the most beautiful petal. So I hope you can see that. And then when you add them to your frame, this is the one I was going to do today. Maybe I should have. Anyway, you add it to your frame, and you just keep adding as many as you need. And this makes such a pretty petal. But because it's deco mesh, you want to be really, you're so welcome. You want to be really careful when you handle it, because deco mesh, as we know, loves to fray, right? So the wood burner helps. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Okay, we have 14 on Facebook. Say hi, let me know who's here, and I'm going to continue on. Okay, so this, like I said, is a petal. I just learned, you guys. I was going to use our fabric deco mesh for this, but we don't have anymore. So when I made my first petal today, I thought it was too thin. So I went ahead and decided, so I'm challenging myself because I decided to double up on it. And this is called a double up petal. And it was created by a designer. Her name is Kathy Shelley from Kathy's Unique Decor. And like I said, on BB Crafts, we like to feature the products we have. So I'm going to be attaching it to, use that petal for my angel wings. Oh, I bet they came out beautiful, Allison. So did you use regular deco mesh or did you use poly burlap? Or so anyway, okay, let me explain. I'll wait for Allison to answer me over here. Anyway, I'm going to put one on top of the other. They do not have to be perfect, but you want to at least line up your top, you guys. And then you want to just take it and you fold this end down to the center. So you try to get it to the center. Now this is going to be the tip of your petal, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and use my, I don't know what happened to my clothespin. Anyway, I have another clip, and I'm just going to clip the end just to hold that point. Regular. Oh, you used regular. Wow. And was it real see-through? Because you obviously used white, right? And then you fold this corner, bottom corner up again. And so basically, you could see, you guys, you're folding it in four. And of course, this isn't perfect, like I said, because I'm doubling up on my mesh. Then you take the bottom one, you fold it up. And I found I like to leave it about 1.5 inches down because it's going to be a double petal, okay? And then you want to pull down your ends, like your little legs, and you just pull them together. Just pull them together and kind of shape them as you go. And you gotta, with tickle mesh, you gotta play with it, you guys. And so basically it's a double petal. It's really cool, you guys. Thank you for joining us over on TikTok, and I hope you guys stay with us. We will be learning, learning something together. I'm kind of daring. I probably shouldn't have done this one. I should have done the other one, but that's okay. I think this will still be beautiful. Let's see. And I definitely am not doing it right now. Anyway, okay, and then I'm going to, I've already done a lot of them. I'm going to go ahead and put a rubber band on this. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just start. Hi, Melinda. Thank you for joining us. I found that. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Sonia. I'm glad you found it. Not see-through. Your white didn't see through too much. Because I know I made some angel wings a few weeks ago. And I ended up having to add a lot more feathers, because the ones I made at home, because they were awfully see-through, and I didn't want them to be see-through. I wanted to hide that frame in the back, but I liked them. They came out good. Thank you for joining us over on TikTok. I hope you guys stay. I don't know why. I just made a petal and it didn't turn out like my other petals have been turning out. So maybe I need to redo this one. Okay, let me redo this one for you, because it just didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. Okay, I don't know where my clothespin went. I had a clothespin here, and I don't know where all my other clothespins are. Okay, so again, you have two 10x10s, and sorry, you guys, this is a mess because I didn't cut these. You know what? Let me grab two that I cut with the wood burners. Okay, here we go. This I cut with the wood burner. So you're going to put two 10x10 pieces on top of each other. Yeah, you probably did, Allison. You probably did. Okay, you're going to put two 10x10 pieces on top of each other and try to match the clean edges as well as you guys can. Like I said, the original creator did not use a double mesh. I'm using a double mesh because I don't want the petal to be so see-through. So that's, you know, we change things sometimes. Anyway, okay. So you want to fold it down. I don't know what happened to my clothespin. Doggone it. Okay, fold it down again. And then I'm just going to use a clip. You know what? I'll use this clip. I'm going to use a clip, you guys, to just keep that pointed edge pointed. Okay? Then I'm going to fold it up on the one side and fold it up on the other so you can see it's like a package or like an envelope, right? And then when you fold up the bottom half, you want to leave about, I like about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, because it's going to be the bottom petal and the top petal, so it's a double petal, okay? And then you turn it sideways, and I probably shouldn't have taken that off yet. And then you just gather it across. You just pull those little legs, and you want to shape your petal, okay? And you can see it's a double petal. You've got a petal there and a petal there, and you can just tuck your deco mesh down under. I know, it's baby craft mesh. Oh, okay, Allison. I hope it was easy to use. I know we have awesome mesh. I don't think I've ever used the just really plain solid one before, but I decided to challenge myself today and use this one because, like I said, I wanted to use the fabric and we just didn't have it. But hopefully we will get some of it in. Again, so you can see, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start attaching some of these so that I can make more. But anyway, so like I always do, I cut off the tail because we always end up with a lot of extra deco mesh on the tail. And you know what? I should have measured these for you guys. They're actually about 7 inches. Yeah, they're about 7 inches when they're folded, you guys. So, okay, so I've already put the grid in the middle, but what I'm going to do with the first ones is I'm going to put the little tail right under between the first and the second bar. Do I want to do that one or do I want to do more? No, that's fine. I'm going to go under the first and the second bar. And then I'm just going to stick my zip tie under there, you guys. Like, I know I love zip ties. I love zip ties. In fact, Mike told me today we're going to be carrying zip ties. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I love zip ties. Anyway, okay, so then you just put it in there and tighten it really good, because I found that using those rubber bands, sometimes if you don't tighten good enough, can you make a schnauzer sign? Yeah, Brenda, yes, yes, let me write that down too. Okay. Schnauzer sound that the dog is black with white. Okay. All right. Let me write this down. Someone over on Facebook is asking if we can make a schnauzer sign, and we can.
Miniature or giant?
What's that?
Is it miniature schnauzer?
It's the miniature, Brenda, or the big giant one? I think when it's a picture, it probably won't matter, do you think? They're so cute. I didn't know there was a miniature and a giant one on those, Mike.
Because I had a miniature.
Oh, okay. Mike had a miniature schnauzer. Oh my gosh, how cute. You want a mini or do you want a mini? Brenda wants a mini. You need to tell Crystal, Mike.
Yep.
We need a mini schnauzer. Okay, so let me keep adding these petals, you guys. And I'm thinking as I'm making this, I realize you probably maybe want to leave the tail a little bit longer and double up on them, but you might want to cover the back of this wreath, maybe. Okay, so I know next time not to cut it so short. Okay, so I'm going to add, all right, I'm going to add the next one. And we're probably going to only need, I'm thinking, maybe 4 or 5. This is only an 8-inch wreath frame, you guys. So it's not going to be huge. I chose not to do a huge one because I didn't want to have to do too many petals today. But I'm thinking, let me see. Let me see how the first row turns out. I'll decide how many petals. Okay, so just tighten that on there really good, and you can see they are gonna be really cool. Okay, and just cut it off. And like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and attach the bottom to the frame itself also. That way you don't have your petal moving. It shouldn't move too much when you add the second row of petals. And I think I'm only going to put 2 rows of petals on this wreath, you guys, because it's a tiny one. And anyway, thank you for joining us over on Shared Your Life. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much for sharing our life. We really appreciate that. Like I said, we're trying to get more people to come in and more people to follow us. Okay, so you can see, and these, mine are not perfect, you guys. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever made them. So I do these things. This is like the 3rd time I've done it online. Like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut the bottom one. Okay, so let me add this one. Yeah, with deco mesh. The designer I was watching make them, she suggested when you cut your deco mesh, maybe cut it the night before and then lay it under something to flatten it out. Because you know deco mesh, it just wants to curl. So, yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and add that. Actually, you know what? I zip tied that to the first, but all right. Why did I do it that way? Okay, that's fine. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to cut some of the bottom off. There we go. And then, that's okay. That's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the third. I don't know why I did that. You know what? I'm going to attach it to the second because I attached it to the first instead of the second, but it doesn't matter. That won't be, if you make a mistake, it's okay on the first row because it won't show. Anyway, I hope you guys could see that. You know what? Let me put it in the other way. I like to add 2 zip ties anyway because then it makes your petal straighter. Anyway, the petals are 7 inches. And what's nice about this petal is it makes a really fluffy wreath. Anyway, thank you for joining us. I don't have a lot on Facebook today. I don't have a lot of people today. Okay, I still did it the wrong way. Okay, I need to pay attention. I talk and I get all confused. Okay, let's try it this way. Yeah, let's try it this way. All right, like I said, this is not going to be a big wreath. Let me turn it around. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us, our faithful ones around Facebook, and thank you for joining us on TikTok. If this is your first time, we are here in Southern California. We are from BB Crafts. We sell lots of wreath supplies. We sell other things, but we sell a lot of wreath supplies. We have an app in the Apple Store right now, and we are working on our app. It's actually done, just waiting for approval for your Android, where you can easily order our products. And we have a coupon right now for 15% off. If you buy $79 worth of supplies, you get free shipping. Thank you so much for following our live. User 9021285059148. Okay, so stuck on it. You know what? Let me do this again, you guys. I'm talking, and I didn't attach it to the right bar, and it showed. I can tell. So, okay, let me get that. Okay, so I'm going to attach it to the second bar on the wreath room. Let me pull some of my zip ties over here so I can do this easily. Okay, and you just put your zip tie underneath. Make sure you turn your zip tie the correct way. The flat side should go towards the petal or whatever it is you're attaching, so that when you pull it up and you pull it, it will zip tie. So there we go. What was? Oh, I'm zip tying. I know, I just fixed it. Teresa, I am zip tying it on the second row, and then I'm adding an extra zip tie to the third row just to make sure that it's secure and it's faced in the right direction. So let me see. And yeah, just more for security, especially because I found the other day when I made that other wreath. It was a pretty wreath. I made the other wreath. I noticed that the rubber bands, if you are wrapping your, if you're zip tying your rubber band petals, you have to really zip tie them secure. If you are zip tying your petals, then you actually use the zip tie itself and zip tie above it, and it helps hold your petals in. So there you go, you guys. There's 3. You could see that over on Facebook and on TikTok, I think. Okay, Facebook, there you go. I'm looking at your screen, what you see. And you can see I've got 3 on there. And actually, you know, I think I'm only going to need 4 for each section. And I've got 4 sections. And it is an 8-inch wreath frame. So again, I'm putting it between the first and the second. I'm putting the petal in between the first and the second. I'm going to go ahead and zip tie it to the second bar. It's pretty easy to do, you guys. There you go. And I'm just going to cut a little bit off of the back to get rid of some of that excess, but not a lot. Enough to get rid of the excess mesh. And then again, I'm going to attach this also to the third bar. And that's just to hold it in, like I said, hold it in secure. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for following us. That helps our TikTok numbers. Like I said, we want to get to 5,000. And we're not quite halfway there yet, but we are trying. Okay, so you can see, you guys, these are the first 4 petals. And each section, we have 4 sections, is only going to need 4 petals. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a few more petals on the inside, and it'll make a really pretty sunflower. So I already have some made. So let me go ahead and add a few more. You can see I was working before we started, and then I'll show you again how to do it. How did you fold your mesh? Okay, Shirley, give me a minute. I will definitely show you. Like I said, the original designer, she did use deco mesh, I believe, or a fabric mesh. I was going to use that. We do carry it. We just don't have it in right now. So what I did is I cut them 10 by 10, and I doubled them. But I will show you that in just a second. Let me go ahead and add another couple of petals here. So again, I'm attaching, for those that are watching, I am attaching it on the second row, on the frame, the second wire, I should say, on the frame. Just zip tie it on. And then I'm adding an extra zip tie to the third one, just so that the petal stands up a little bit better. Like I said, the one I saw doing it, they used a different frame, but you know what? We can do a lot of things as creators. We can use any frames we have. And this is what we have right now at BB Crafts. It is our 8-inch. Okay, I got to figure this out. Hold on, you guys. You've got to go in one way and then the other way to make the petals stay correctly. So let me think this out really quick. Okay, so here we go. Okay, like this. All right, got it. All right, so I'm trying to make my petal go in one direction. So I'm attaching a second zip tie. Okay, and we're doing pretty good on time today, I think. Okay, and you can see that, you guys. It went right up against it. And again, I'm cutting off my zip tie ends with our wire cutters that we just love. Okay, Shirley, I'm going to show you really quick how we fold it. Okay, so I did cut the mesh with a wood burner, because otherwise you're going to have to deal with a lot of frame as you're creating your petal. Normally, if it were poly burlap or fabric burlap, you'd probably only need one single piece. But because it was our deco mesh, and I just felt it was too thin. Let me show you. I made a couple of them. You could see them. And I just felt that was too see-through. I didn't want the see-through look. But you can, if you like that, then you can certainly do it that way. You know, we all like it the way we like it. Anyway, so you put, in this case, because I cut double, but if you have a single, that's how you do it. You've got your square. You fold down towards the middle. So it's going to be like an envelope. Fold down towards the middle and meet them in the middle. Now I'm going to go ahead and put, to kind of keep that point, I am going to put my clamp. I don't know what happened in my... I'm just going to hold that there. Then I'm going to fold it up from the bottom, so like an envelope. You can see that? And then this corner down here is going to be your second petal. You fold it up. I probably left an inch and a half right there. You don't want to pull it all the way up to the tip, because that's going to be your second petal. Turn it sideways. Make sure your little legs are out there. And then just gather it up. Gather it up, and you can use a zip tie, which probably would have been better to do. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and... No, I'll go ahead, because I started with rubber bands. I'll be consistent with my rubber bands. Okay, in this case, I did use rubber bands, but I think that zip ties might be better to use, just so that it does hold on to your... Okay. Okay, Shirley, did you see that? Do you want me to make another one right now before I add more petals? Shirley over on Facebook. Okay, and you can see that. It's a double petal. I think you can see that. So let me go ahead and thank you, Melinda, for following us, and thank you, Stephanie, over on TikTok. Yay! We're getting follows today, Shirley. Okay, Shirley, I'm glad. I'm going to make more. I definitely have to make more. I wasn't able to make them all when I was, before we went live. So anyway, okay, so again, in each section, you know what, let me go over here. In each section, we're going to add 4 of them. I'm going to attach them to the second wire. Again, this is our 8-inch wreath frame. It's on sale, I believe, for $2.99. We have 18 on Facebook. Well, hello, our Facebook friends. We love you over here, and we love TikTok too. And you know, I know you guys think I don't talk to you. I think it was June said, you guys don't talk to us. I do. I talk to you, but I don't always see all the names. From what I see, I can see everybody on TikTok, but I can't see all the names on Facebook unless you guys say hi. So say hi, you guys. Let us know you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from. How many of you guys are creators? Thank you for liking and joining us. Thank you, Kay. Thank you for liking us. If you're not following us, we'd love it if you'd follow us. The more followers we get, the sooner we get to open a TikTok shop, so you can buy your supplies from us right on TikTok. Again, I'm adding the petals to the second. I'm putting it between the first and the second wire. I am going to zip tie it. My zip ties are flying everywhere. They're kind of bouncing around. Okay, I am going to attach it to the second wire and to the third wire. And the reason I'm doing that is to keep it secure, because I did put them together with rubber bands, and I find that they can slip out easily. And also, the reason I'm doing it on 2 bars is to keep the petal more upright. If you only use 1 zip tie, then your petal kind of goes out to the left or to the right. Company is awesome. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, well, we like it when you make big orders, and you can adjust it all you want. And like I said, you can contact us if you need to. I said I'll go ahead and give our wreath designer that notice about the sign you want, but of course, by all means, chat with them so that they can, you can make it real clear what you want. And we will also try to take care of the schnauzer. So again, you guys, you can see you're only needing 4 in each space. Now this one, I don't know why I forgot. I think I was talking as usual. I didn't put my second, and you can see I didn't put the second pipe cleaner, so you can see how easily your petal will go back and forth. Now when you put a second row on, of course that'll hold it, but just for security reasons, just add your extra zip tie just to hold your petal. I cut that petal a little too short, but I should still be able to catch it under my zip tie. So leave the bottom of your petal just a little bit long. Leave it long until you can add your zip tie, you guys. That way you won't miss the length. Okay, so let me pull. I'm having a heck of a time with my zip ties today. Wait, that one's a bent zip tie. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get it. Okay, here we go. Okay, but we are going to be selling zip ties pretty soon, you guys, so that'll be really awesome. You can buy big packages from us. I know I use a lot of zip ties at home. I can go through a bag of zip ties in a weekend. So when I'm on a roll and I'm making wreaths, I absolutely love them. I love the chenille stems, the pipe cleaners. I have a ton of them at home, and I use them too. But I have found my zip ties to be fast, efficient, and they leave a really clean. Well, you know what? That's just going to have to sit with the petal, you guys. So, note, when you make your petals, make sure you leave your tail long enough until you attach your leaf to the second wire. That way your petal to the second wire. And you can adjust it. Okay, so let me add it. So, see how this is long? The tail is long. Leave it that way for the moment. Leave it that way until you attach it completely to your frame. So again, I'm going to put the petal between the first and the second. I'm going to attach it with a zip tie to the second wire and to the third wire. Okay. And this is much easier to do it this way. Let's see. Okay. And that's going to secure your petal really well, you guys. Okay. So anyway, hi again on Facebook for anybody who's just joining us. See, we lost a few of our viewers. Sorry. Okay, you guys, thank you. Hi, Kay. Hi, Colleen. Thank you for joining us over on TikTok. You guys, we have you guys joining us for our lives. Okay, I have some more made over here, so let me go ahead and attach a few more. I think I just dropped one or two on the other side of the chair. So again, you have four spaces on your wreath frame, which is pretty typical for any wreath frame. And you just have to adjust and see what works best for you. Because this is an 8-inch wreath frame, I put four petals on those spaces. And now I'm going on to the third space. Again, I'm putting the petal between the first and the second line. And I am going to add my zip tie. Like I said, this is going to be a darling sunflower. So this is a new petal to me. The original designer, she did not use a deco mesh like this, I don't think. But I was watching another designer today make it, and she used some more of a poly burlap, and I was going to use our fabric deco mesh, which we are out of, but we will more than likely get it in. It's a wonderful. Okay, so you just attach your petal, cut off your zip ties, turn it around, and cut off the excess, because you don't want it bulky in the back of your wreath. And of course, you can always cover your wreath. I don't think I have my felt. You can cover it with felt, whatever you cover your wreaths with. And you can see this is coming along really quick and really fast. Okay, again, I'm going to stick another petal between the first and the second wire. And I'm going to attach it. And thank you guys for staying with me over on Facebook. I see we have another couple joining. Say hi. Let me know who you guys are. Thank you for joining Carol Squires over on TikTok. Thank you, Darlene, for joining us today over on TikTok. Again, we are from BB Crafts, and we are here to showcase our products and teach you something new. Like I said, today I tried something new all by myself, so we're learning together on this one. And again, I'm making a sunflower wreath, and you can see I'm using a petal that is called, let me tell you this again. Oops, I don't know where the paper went. Okay, it is called a double up petal. I did change it up a little bit, but that is the original designer was Kathy Shelley, and she makes beautiful wreaths, by the way. And I saw another designer from, her name is Stacy from Your Front Porch, and she has a tutorial out there that'll show you how to do it without doubling it up like I did. But I doubled it up, like I said, because the deco mesh, I don't want it to be really transparent. So again, I've made a few of these. I haven't made all of them. I'll be making a few more in a little bit to show you exactly how I do it. So again, you're putting it underneath between the first and the second wire. And I am attaching with my, I have a mess here with my pet cleaners, or I'm sorry, my zip ties. I'm attaching it to the second and the third wire. And that is not only securing it, but it helps the petal to stand straight. If you do two zip ties when you're attaching it to a metal frame. Like I said, you can use a different type of frame for this particular one. But this is what we have here at BB Crafts, so this is what I'm showing you it done on. Again, I already folded this one, so I will be attaching it to the frame again. Okay. And I'm just going to put my zip tie underneath the second wire and pull it back up on the other side of the petal and zip it. And like I said, when you're using zip ties, make sure and face the flat end of your zip tie towards what you're attaching, so that you make sure and able to, well, I lost a lot of viewers over on Facebook today. Thank you for joining TikTok. I guess you guys are my cheerleaders today over there. Okay, so I have attached another petal. And you can see how cute this is coming out, you guys. Can you see that? This wreath is going to be about, it's going to be about 20 inches. So it's kind of a rather, you know, it's a little bit smaller wreath, but the petal is beautiful. And what I love about it is there really isn't a lot of fraying. And what fraying you might have is if you didn't pull your little ends down enough. And you can always tuck them in because you know how much deco mesh loves itself, so it sticks to itself. Okay, so I'm going to add 4 more. And again, you guys, I put the center. Now, I know you guys can get flower centers, but this is what I'm going to use today. So I'm showing you over on TikTok and on Facebook. I think this shows all you guys. So this is our, I'm putting it up high for TikTok. This is our 6-inch sunflower metal sign. Again, you just kind of put your petal under there and you attach it to the wreath frame. I like the 6-inch. For this one, I like this, yeah, these are 6-inch, I think. 6-inch zip ties, or if you have 8-inch, those are really good to use too on something like this. I know sometimes we use 4-inch when we're attaching to the grid, only because they're thinner. But it's your preference, whatever kind you want to use. So again, there's our, I think this one I put on crooked. Okay, let me go ahead and redo that really quick. All right, so let me attach this again. So I'm attaching it again to the 2nd and 3rd wire on your wreath frame. And you can see this is a really cool petal. Really, really cool and neat. It's a rather newly made one, but what it does is it makes a double petal. So it's called a double up petal. So again, you attach it. Let me grab another couple because I've got some made over here. And I will be making a few more as we go. So again, I've got 4 sections and I'm attaching 4 petals to each section. And I am on the, see, I've only got 12 on Facebook. Wow, you guys, where are you? Anyway, thank you for joining us over on TikTok. Again, like, follow, share. We are at BB Crafts in Southern California, and we are here to showcase our merchandise. We have an app right now in the Apple Store, and we are working on one. It's almost approved on for the Android for Play Store. So we have a really good sale going on right now. We have a lot of deco mesh coming in. It's actually in the port already, and it should be here any day. And if you want to pre-order, you can go on our website and you can pre-order the deco mesh that's coming in. Our shipping is really fast, and if you order $79 worth of merchandise, it is free shipping. We have a coupon out there right now, Mom15, and you'll get 15% off if you put in your, I know, Allison, right? It is cute, and everybody's leaving. Nobody stayed to watch this one. I hope they come back and watch the replay. And for TikTok, you can watch our replays if you wanted to. Is this an 8? This is an 8-inch. I decided to make a small one because I knew I was challenging myself. I was challenging myself making this petal, and I thought, oh, it's going to take me forever. In fact, it took me a long time just to make the few petals that I did make beforehand. It took me longer than I had anticipated. That always happens to me. It's an 8-inch frame. We do carry them. They are $2.99. It has 4 sections on it. I put the plastic grid in the middle. And you can buy that in any craft store, usually in the section where you buy the cross-stitch stuff, so your embroidery thread and that type of stuff. But you can make it on a bigger frame. If you make it on a bigger frame, of course, you're going to need more deco mesh and you're going to need to make more petals. But you can do that, and it'll be beautiful. I'm going to double... I'm going to make 2 rows of petals so you can see how fluffy it gets. And again, I'm adding 2 petals to, I'm adding 4 petals to each space. And I'm using our wire cutters to cut the petal. Okay, so, and I'm not sure how many petals I'm going to need for the middle. Going around again with more petals. I am sassy. Sass how do you say that? Sass and sun. Oh, how cute. I am. I'm going to go around again with another row of petals. And then I'm going to be using, I think you might have seen it, I'm going to be using this for our center. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to add the petals to the grid just to make sure that the sign does cover it. But again, our signs come in 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, so you can always have a bigger sign made, or if you order a sign somewhere, or you can get those flower centers. We don't carry them right now. I think we might be carrying them soon. I'm not sure. I can't guarantee that, but I know that they would be great to have because I know me, I like to make flowers. So again, I'm attaching this to the second wire and the third wire, and I will show you. This is just coming out really cute. So okay, this was only 16 petals, you guys, which isn't bad at all. And you can see the whole you can see that on Facebook. Let me lay it where you guys can see it. Okay, Facebook, you can see it there, and TikTok, I'm gonna hold it up for you guys so you can see it, because I don't know if you can see it past the comments. I don't know how good you guys can see that. But again, it is 20 inches, so it's a really good size little wreath. And now I need to make petals, because I think, let me see. Oh, I have a few more. I have a few more petals made already. Okay, so let me pull out the ones I have made. Oh, this is pretty good. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 made, so I won't have to make that many more. I'll have to make like 10 of them for you guys. And this, I'll be able to see. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to attach them. I think you can see that. I'm going to go ahead and attach them to the, wait, let me cut the back. Let me cut some of this off. Sorry, I get ahead of myself. So you want to cut off your excess mesh so it doesn't get in the way of adding your new petals. And these scissors are great, you guys, and we do carry them. I don't know if we have them in stock, but we do carry scissors, wire cutters, and a rotary cutter to cut your mesh. In this case, I would burn my mesh. Again, thank you for staying with us over on Facebook. Love it. Have a small frame on hand. I'm going to make one tomorrow. Yeah, make one. It's really easy. Like I said, it's a little bit of work. And you can go and watch the other live, like I said, and she is, the one who showed it was Stacy from Your Front Porch, and you can go over and watch her live, if, and of course she did it a little easier because obviously she's, has more experience or whatever, but okay. So what I think I'm going to do, I want to make sure that my friend, oh, okay, it will. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm actually, okay, so I attached the first row, you guys, on the second and third. I think I'm going to go ahead and attach my next row to the third in between each petal. So it should cover up, the opening, so you won't see the space between the petals. And you just attach it. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work, you guys. Okay. So I'm just gonna attach. Oh, there's my clothespin. I use my clothespin all the time. So I'm just laying it on top. So I'm not pushing it between the rows. I am just putting it right on top, and I'm gonna put a petal between each of the outer petals, and that should cover up the space, and that should turn out really nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me see. I hope so. I hope it covers it. It should. Let me see. Let me lay this down really quick. Well, you might have to work a little with it. Okay, that's okay. We'll work with it. We'll do what we have to do to cover everything up. So, I think I'm just going to start attaching them and make as many as I need as I go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that between there. Okay, so I think you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just laying this petal on top. I am not putting it between the wires at all. I'm just putting it on top of the third wire on your wreath frame, and I'm just attaching it with a zip tie. Okay, and Yeah, hopefully I won't have to make any. Oh, you know, I better check this. I'm thinking, shoot. You know what? Maybe I better, I'm going to do it different, you guys. So let me take these 3 off, and instead of attaching them to the 3rd, I am going to attach them to the actual 4th one. So that's going to take some working here. So you're going to go between the grid and the 4th wire, and just come back up between the 3rd and the 4th wire. And the reason I'm putting it down more in is so it covers up the empty spaces. So this should work. Let me get my zip tie. Okay, here's my zip tie is up and through, and I'm going to attach it right down on the 4th wire. And I think that should do it. Just got here. Hi. How do you say your name? How beautiful. Amy, Amy. Would it be Amy, Amy? Hi, thank you for joining today. Today what I'm making is a sunflower wreath. I'm using a new petal fold. I did change it up a little bit. I've seen it done with polydeco mesh. We don't have polydeco mesh right now. I believe we're working on getting that. I wanted to use our fabric deco mesh. We do not have that, so I used the polydeco mesh, and I cut 2 pieces for every petal, and I put it on top to make it like one single piece so I can create these petals. And in a few minutes, Amy, I will be showing you, Amy, I will be showing you how I cut the petals. I'm going to attach the 6 that I have right now already cut, and I will show you how to fold the petals. Anyway, I'm attaching it right now to the 4th, so you guys can see that, and you can see it's going to be really cute. Okay. So let me go ahead and keep attaching, and then I'm going to be making probably about 10 of them if I need that many. So again, I'm putting the zip tie right under there and pulling it up and through, and then I'm laying our petal right in there, and I'm zipping it on. And you want to put these zip ties on really tight if you used rubber bands to create them, because the rubber bands can slip out from under the zip tie. So anyway, thank you for joining us over on TikTok. We appreciate that, and thank you for staying with us, for those that are staying with us on Facebook. We don't have as many followers on Facebook as we normally do, so hopefully you come back and watch the replay, and if you do, put hashtag replay, so we know you've been here. Say hi, leave a comment or two, to up our algorithms, you guys. So how many of you guys have seen this petal? I know, Allison, you have. Yeah, I think it was Allison. Yes, it was Allison. Anyway, and you can see this is going to be a really cute, it's 20 inches. Let me turn it around so you guys can see it on Facebook. It's 20 inches. I'm going to go ahead and cut off some of the tail, just so you don't have a lot of bulk under your sign when you put it on. And again, if you have the flower centers, you can certainly use those. We don't have them here in our shop. I did make some last week for another flower wreath I made, but I didn't make one for today because I thought the sign, which was really cute, and the sign could go on this one. Okay, so let me go ahead and kind of spread out your petals. Okay, and go ahead and cut your excess. Okay. Oh, you got to refresh TikTok, Mike.
Yep.
Refresh TikTok.
All right.
I wonder if that's because when we don't have that many people on, it does that, you think?
I have no idea.
Okay. Okay, so we are
It's
refreshing
very weird
TikTok.
though.
Yeah, I wonder if it goes completely off. We're refreshing TikTok right now, so you guys will be up and running again, so I hope you join. If you're not honest with us right now, I hope that you guys will rejoin. And thank you so much for those of you who are patiently staying with me on Facebook. Like I said, this is, me, I challenge myself. And this is the first time that I've done this petal. It's a fairly new petal, so it's kind of a fun one to learn. You can make beautiful, I'm going to go ahead and cut my mesh off right now. I got to clean up some of my mess. Anyway, it's a beautiful petal. There's very little to no fraying with this petal. It's pretty simple to make. I think you'll be like, anyway, hi, thank you, TikTok, for those of you that stayed or are just joining again, because I don't know when it kind of acts like it's going to cut you guys out. I don't know if it cuts you guys out completely and you have to rejoin, or I don't know what it does over there on that end. Anyway, again, I'm putting my zip tie under the 4th wire on the frame, and I'm adding another petal. And now I have to make the next petals, because that's it. I don't have any more petals. But you know what? Let me think. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking I only need to make 6 more petals, because I think I have 16. So I have 16 on the outside. First time. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm Amy. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's spelled beautifully. Anyway, thank you so much. Isn't that cute? And this is going to be a 20-inch. And you guys can see it's going to have a beautiful center. I did cut some green to possibly add some leaves to it. Let me clean up some more of my mess, and I'm going to go ahead and make a few more petals for you guys to see. Again, so I cut my mesh. Oh, this one I'm not going to use. Okay. I cut my mesh at 10 inches. And because I used this mesh, you guys, and I found it to be really thin, I decided to double up on my mesh. So you've got 2 10-inch pieces. Okay, and get them as close as you can. You know, mesh is crazy, and it does its own thing. Anyway, you match the edges. Okay, you turn it in. So you're going to fold it almost like an envelope. Okay, so you bring that down to the center. You bring that down to the center, and you want to leave a point, because that's going to be the end of the top of your first petal. I'm going to go ahead and put a clothespin there just to hold it in place. I'm going to fold the bottom up just like I did the top. So that's going to be your bottom petal, or I should say the inside petal. You're going to fold it up, and you're going to leave about an inch and a half in here. You're going to pull down your little legs and just pull them together. And that's how you make it. That's called a double up petal. So you've got your top petal. And with deco mesh, it's pretty good, as you could kind of push it under there and it'll hold itself in place. And you can see there's your petal, you guys. And I'm using rubber bands. You can use zip ties. I would probably suggest at this point zip ties. But either way, whatever you use, you could use a pipe cleaner if that's what you have. You can use your zip ties. You can use your rubber bands. Rubber bands are great for a lot of your petals. So again, you just wrap that around, and I'll go ahead and attach it. That'll tell me how many more I need to make if I attach each one. So again, I'm attaching it to the 4th wire, so I'm just putting my zip tie underneath the 4th wire and bringing it back up between the 3rd and the 4th wire. Thank you for staying with us on Facebook. And then I'm just laying it right in there, and I am pulling the zip tie tight. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off this excess mesh, so when I attach the sign will sit a little bit better in the center of our wreath. And this is really cute, you guys. This is actually quite fluffy. Okay, and you can see how it's coming along, you guys. And that's with, there you go, Facebook. That is with 2 rows, and I don't think you're going to need any more than 2 rows if you use the smaller wreath frame. So again, I'll make another one really quickly. And I think I'm only going to need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more. And we should be done. And I'll be attaching our sign. So actually, I'm going to add some greenery too, I think. Okay, so again, because I use the deco mesh, I think it's kind of thin, and you need to double it up. So I'm going to lay it on top of 10 by 10s the best you're able, because you know deco mesh, it wants to curl. Okay, get our edges together. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for staying with us over on TikTok. Okay, and you just fold it in. So you're going to fold it kind of like an envelope, you guys. Fold it in. I'm going to go ahead and pinch our edge, because that's going to be the top of our petal. So I'm going to go ahead and put a clothespin there just to hold it so I could do the bottom. Then I'm folding up the right side, I'm folding up the left side, and you can see it's folded together. And then you just take your bottom petal and you fold it up, but leave an inch and a half or so from the top of your petal to the top of the inside. How much deco mesh is needed for this side? Okay, Heather, if you use, say, a poly burlap or a fabric deco mesh, I would say you're only going to need one roll. If you double it like I did, I would definitely use 2 rolls. And it just depends too on how many petals you're going to be making for yours. It depends on what size frame you're going to use. This is an 8-inch frame, and I'm putting 4 petals in each section, and it has 4 sections. So the outside has 16 petals. So basically that's 16 10-inch cuts, so 160 inches, and you get 360 inches on a roll. So you would only literally need 1 roll for a wreath this size. You probably would still only need 1 roll for, say, a 10-inch frame, but you honestly wouldn't have to go much bigger than a 10-inch frame on something like this, because the petals on the outside add about 6-7 inches to each side. So this is, like I said, it's an 8-inch frame, and it's going to be what would that be? About 6 inches, because it's going to be about a 20-inch wreath. So this is a good size wreath. If you want to make it bigger, then of course, like I said, use a bigger wreath frame. Anyway, thank you for joining over on TikTok. And today I'm making a fairly simple, other than I just learned the petal fold, a fairly simple sunflower wreath. I put it on an 8-inch frame for those just joining, 8-inch metal frame. I put a plastic grid in the middle, and I'm going to do some more. I'm going to fold a couple more petals for you guys to see, because I didn't fold enough. So I'm probably going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 more petals. So let me go ahead and show you how to do these. So like I said, you can use polydeco mesh if you have it. You can use fabric mesh. I used our solid yellow deco mesh, but I felt it was thin for the petal I'm using, so I did double up on my petals. You're welcome, Heather. You're so welcome. Cute and what nice size. It's kind of like, it is. It's kind of, you know what? Exactly. It will be flat enough to fit between a double door. You're right. It is. It's really, this is a darling petal. Like I said, it's the first time I've done it, so I'm just as challenged as you guys. Anyway, so you fold it down towards the middle. So you're going to fold it almost like an envelope, you guys. I'm going to put a, you can use any kind of clip. I used a clothespin just to hold that point in place while I fold the rest of it. And then you want to keep your ends together as much as possible and as pointed as you can make them. And then you want to fold it up and leave like maybe inch and a half from the top, so that you actually have a double petal. And again, you gather it together, and you can see it's a double petal. You've got this on the inside, right, and that's your inside petal, and then it lays against your outside petal. And you know deco mesh, all of you guys who are wreath makers, you know it's sticky, so you can kind of put it behind itself there and stick it together and create your petal. So anyway, I am using rubber bands. Again, I think next time if I would ever do this, I would definitely probably use zip ties, just because I find them to be much more secure. But again, your rubber bands work just fine if that's what you have, or a pipe cleaner would be fine, or zip ties. So again, I'm going to go ahead and cut this, the bottom, the excess off. You can see that. And I'm going to use, in this case, I think 6 or 8 inch. Anyway, I'm using zip ties. And Mike just told me that we are going to, he's going to order zip ties so we can sell zip ties, which I think is just a great addition to your wreath supplies. I use them all the time. I attach, you know, if I have a frame that's a work frame, yeah, I'm not going to need them. But if I have a frame that's not a work frame, and we also carry those, anyway, thank you for staying with us on Facebook, you guys. Thank you for you that are there today. And thank you for joining us over on TikTok. I'm going to cut the excess. It's going to be covered, the inside's going to be covered. They say in this case, it's going to be covered with a darling sign. You could see that, you guys. This is just really a cute. And you're probably going to have to spread out your deco mesh a little bit to close it or cover up the spaces. Well, I'm thinking, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably should have added, you know what? I'm going to go back and do this, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and on the inside, on the inside of your wreath, on that, oh shoot. Okay, let me get a rubber band. I'm thinking I added on that, oh shoot. Okay, let me get a rubber band. I'm thinking I added It's hard to see what you're doing because what you say is popping up where you're from. Oh, darn it. You know what? I can't see the words at all on my screen. Normally I see that, Sandra. I am so sorry. Let me see, Sandra. How can I... Do you see it if I put it right here, Sandra? Do you see it if I'm doing it higher? Can you see that?
I think lower on the left.
Lower on the left, right there. Can you see it right there, Sandra? Looks like a sun. Doesn't it look like a sun? Isn't that cute, right? I know, I think I heard somebody say it'd be cute with like a, what is that? That sign, the sundial sign. Okay, Sandra, I'll try to remember and stay right here for you so you could see. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just putting the zip tie underneath the 4th wire, pulling it back up and attaching the petal. Okay, so let me check something out real quick. Okay, so I have 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking I need 4. Okay, yeah. Somebody suggested a cute sundial sign. I don't know if we have that on our website, but that would be really cute. You're right. You are right over there on TikTok. It would be really cute. And it does. It looks like a sunshine, right? Okay, I'm moving over some of these petals, and the reason I'm moving them is to kind of cover the spaces above. So when I put the sign in there, it's a little fatty. I like this. You can see how cute that is, you guys. Okay, let me see. Is that? Can you see that, Sandra? Can you see the top of it? It looks like the sun. Yeah, it does. Okay, so let me keep going. Let me make some more petals. Let me move a couple of my petals over, so I'm kind of covering up those empty spots. And you can always take a yellow piece of felt if you end up having holes, and you can cover the back. In fact, I might bring a yellow piece of felt when I come back on Friday. And you can cover the back with felt, and that would cover up any spaces that you might see in between. Because once you put the sign on, most of it will be covered. But I'm thinking this really needs a piece of felt on the back. So if I were to do this again, I would definitely put a yellow piece of felt on the back to cover it, just so that you're filling in those spaces. Or you can always put a 3rd row of petals if you were doing it bigger, or even now. Okay, so again, you guys, I have 2 10 by 10 pieces. You know, deco mesh sticks to itself. So line up those fresh cuts, or the finished edges, as well as you're able. If you double yours, you do not have to double it, and you just fold it down and fold it down again. And you want to point up here because this is going to be the top of your petal. Put something, a clip, a clothespin, whatever you have to hold it while you fold up the bottom. And you can see you're folding it like an envelope, okay? And then you want to bring this point up, and you want to leave it, I'm going to say like an inch and a half from the top, because that's going to be your second fold, or second petal. So that will be the double part of your petal. Okay, and then you just pull your sides in, and you can see you've made a double petal. Take your clip off, and you have a double petal. I think you can see that, Sandra, over on Facebook, and over here on TikTok. I think you guys can see that too. So again, I'm going to put a rubber band on this, and I have a few more cuts over there too. Okay, I'm going to turn on my wood burner because I'm going to have to cut make a couple more cuts, and I just find that cutting your deco mesh with a wood burner for a project like this is just so much better. Okay, so I'm going to add one right in here because I did attach that one. They're kind of tight. So anyway, let me go ahead and attach it. Thank you for sending a rose, Cece. Thank you so much for joining us over on TikTok. Like I said, this is a new method. I have not tried this petal before, so I'm learning right along with you guys. And I hope you guys will try this because actually it's quite pretty. Again, I'm attaching it with a zip tie. I only used an 8-inch wreath frame for this one, you guys. So it's about a 20, finished wreath is going to be about 20 inches. So it's like a perfect little size. And you cut off those zip tie ends and cut off those extra frays there on the end of your, okay, let me see. Let me see, I have one more. Let me go around this chair here and get my other piece of deco mesh. Oh, actually there's another one right here. Okay, so we're doing good, you guys, we're doing good. Okay, so let me make another one for you guys. Okay, Sandra, I hope you can see this over on Facebook. Like, we don't have control of the words. Facebook does on that, so we can't do anything. Anyway, thank you for joining us over on TikTok. If you guys would follow us, we would love it. We are BB Crafts, Southern California, and we have wreath products that you can purchase. If you follow us, we will be able to open up a shop on TikTok, and you'll be able to order supplies from us right there on TikTok. So we need 5,000 followers, and we're not quite halfway there. So if you guys would follow us, if you haven't, we would so appreciate it. You'll get notified of our lives, and you'll be able to purchase from our website. Anyway, so I'm going to fold up, so almost fold it like an envelope. And because this is kind of the end of the mesh, you could tell it's really curling on itself. I know the designer I was watching, she had a good suggestion. She said you might want to get 2 rolls and just use like half the roll for one, you know, for some of the petals and half for the other, so you don't have to deal with curls. Or if you cut your mesh, cut it, say, a night before you're going to make it, and then just flatten it out so it doesn't. Okay, can you see that, Sandra? More and more to the left, please. Okay, to the left. Is that, I think that's left, right, Sandra? Or no? Let me know. What would be your left? Oh, okay, so like this. Can you see that? Michael, check it for me. So on
opposite way.
Wait, so this way?
That way.
This way?
Yeah.
That's left on Facebook. So
for TikTok and Facebook.
Okay, and she said like the words are covering on Facebook. Do you see that over there? See, I don't see that over here at all. I'm not seeing the words today on Facebook.
I think she's referring to the Soul Space 103.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sandra, are you talking about the sold space up on the top, or are you talking about the Facebook words? Because I know Facebook has it puts what we're saying on there. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us over on TikTok. And what I'm doing today is a sunflower wreath. It's a new petal that I just learned, and I kind of had to change it up a little bit to use the products that I'm using today. So again, I'm going to go ahead and add this one to, and I'm going to fold another one in a minute. I am adding it to the 4th wire on our 8-inch Facebook. Yeah, it's the Facebook words, Michael. It's not the sold space. So okay, yeah, and see, Sandra, I can't even see it. Normally I could see it. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Normally I can kind of work above those words, but I can't see where it is. Sandra, I'm going to do something right now, and then you can tell me. Because I can't see it, let me ask you a question right now. Hold on. Let me add this petal, and then I'm gonna put my hand. I'm gonna put my hand where I think it might be, so that you can tell me yay or nay. Okay. Are you seeing the words right here, Sandra? Is that where they're at? The Facebook words? Or is it up higher or lower? so I could work above it. Let me know. And you guys over on TikTok, I don't know. Let's see. Yes, so it's right there. Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so the words are right here. So, okay, so I have to work above. So, I don't know about them. Sandra, if you put comments off, the words move down. Yeah, but it's not the comments, Mike. It's the actual words, the Facebook words. You know how Facebook is saying what we say? I don't see it.
Oh, so all you have to do is turn off the captions. Are you talking about the captions?
The captions, yeah. How do you turn off the captions?
So there's an icon that says CC, and then you just click on it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Brenda, thank you so much. Sandra, there's an icon that says CC. I'm learning something new. If you, what do? You click on it, and
yep.
then
it's
you
off,
can.
like, just like TV, where you can turn.
Oh, it's like a TV. You can actually turn off those. I didn't know that. So, let me know if you can find that, Sandra. Hold on. Let me get my my other piece that fell on the ground. Okay, yeah, Nancy, thank you for joining us. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but thank you so much. Okay, so, I don't know where Nancy went. She was there. I did see Nancy. Now she's gone. Anyway, okay, so again, like I said, you can usually use a poly burlap and you wouldn't have to cut two, but because I'm using the deco mesh, I cut two pieces. I'm going to fold it down towards the middle. I'm going to meet them in the middle, I should say. And then this is going to be the top of your petal. And I'm going to go ahead and pinch that and then fold the bottom and again fold the bottom. And this is going to be the inside part of your petal. I'm on my phone. Don't see CC. See, I've never seen it either. Now, she says she's on her phone. She doesn't see CC, Mike.
Okay, I'll check that right now.
Yeah, because Mike's going to check it. Because, you know, I've never seen CC. I'm so not tech savvy. I just recently learned that you can bring down the comments. That's how, that's how not tech savvy I am, you guys. The younger generation knows all this stuff. So see, Sandra, just click the arrow down so the comments are off. Then use the full screen. Oh, okay. Did you read what Ima and...
The second icon is a little wheel setting.
Okay, the second icon is a wheel setting.
Yep.
Click setting
Inside
icon.
it there's a closed caption.
Okay, Mike, you're going to have to show me on my own phone one day. Not right now, but... Because I didn't know that. Because I don't like seeing the captions either. Click on the arrow down, Sandra. Okay. They're all telling you, thank you so much for all our Facebook users kicking in and trying to help. Because I'm not tech savvy. Hi, thank you for coming on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. Again, we are from BB Crafts here in Southern California. And she has to double click on her page. Okay, you have to double click on your page. I wish you guys could put a picture of it. Because honestly, like, I'm not much help. I don't know how to do all this stuff. Mike's trying to figure it out over there, too. Thank you for trying to help. You guys are great over on Facebook. Okay, so let me go ahead and attach. Again, I'm attaching my petals to the... I'm almost done here, you guys. I just have to make a couple more petals and then I'll be done. So I'm going to show you in a minute how to cut with a wood burner for those of you who have never cut with a wood burner before. It's pretty simple, and what it does, awesome, I pulled the arrow. Oh, you found it? Okay, she found it, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to figure that out on mine too, Sandra. When I get off here, I'm going to turn my phone off and show Mike and have him show me, because honestly, Mike, I don't like to read the captions. I'd rather hear, because a lot of times, the words aren't even the right words. Sometimes it says some pretty funny things on those captions. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody, for helping her out. Thank you, everybody. Awesome. So neat. Okay, so let me cut this. Okay, now I'm going to get to wood burning for you guys. For those of you who have never seen it, thank you so much over on, I know, right over there on TikTok. A bunch of not tech-savvy people here. Anyway, I think I only need to make 2 more, so because I did them double, I need to cut 4 more pieces. So really quick, I'm going to show you how I do this on my wood burner. Alright, so you need, okay, you need a glass. You don't ever cut right on your mat. You will melt your mat. You will burn your mat. I have a glass board. It's a regular cutting board. You could use a tile. What else have people used? I can't even think. Anyway, okay. And then I am just going to lay my mesh across here. And because I have numbers on my mat, it makes it really easy to cut. My wood burner is hot. You can see if you've never used a wood burner before, this is a wood burner. I can put it up close, you guys. You could see it. You could buy them. They usually come with several tips. I dropped mine and I broke my little tip, so I'm using my angled tip. You could see that. And it comes with several tips. And when you burn your mesh, you want to try to stay between the lines as much as you're able. And what it does is it stops, or it helps to stop a lot of the fraying. So even though it looks like I'm cutting it crooked, I'm trying to stay in between the lines when I cut. The thinner little end is a little bit better to cut deco mesh, but this does work. Hi, Carol. Thank you. You know what? Because I doubled my mesh, you don't have to double your mesh. If you use a thick mesh, so a poly burlap, a fabric deco mesh, you probably only have to use one. This is an 8-inch frame. If you use a bigger frame, you might need 2 rolls. I did use 2 rolls. I don't think I used all the rolls. Anyway, I cut 2 because I'm using the thinner deco mesh for each of my petals. And yes, it does look crooked, but it really isn't. It does give you the 10 inches, you guys. So again, I'm cutting with my wood burner, and that's just going to keep the frame down. I only need 2 more petals, so I will count the petals for you on this particular one as soon as I'm done making it. And I've only got 2 more petals to make, but I also cut some green to maybe add some leaves to the back of it. So again, I'm cutting between the lines on the deco mesh. Be very careful with your wood burner. Be careful where you lay it down. Be careful if you have animals that love to jump up on your table, or if you have little children, because this thing will just literally blister you. It's really hot. I think it gets up to like 450 degrees or something like that, or 350. It gets pretty darn hot. Okay, so I cut the 4 extra pieces, you guys. I'm surprised that you don't burn them out. No, I have a glass, user 6867555. I have a glass cutting board that I lay down. You can probably hear that, see that. Yeah, no, don't ever use your wood burner on your mat itself. You always use something glass. You can use a piece of tile. Sold 103. Okay. You can use a piece of tile. You can use, this is just a glass cutting board. I have 3 of them. I don't even know where I bought them. But anyway, this works. Okay. And if you buy this particular burner, it has an on-off button, but always remember to unplug this thing because it can burn. I wasn't being careful. One of my tips. Yeah, you have to use something glass. Okay, so let me fold my last 2 petals for you guys. And like I said, this is a new petal to me. The original creator, Kathy Shelley, she did use a single piece, but because I'm using the thinner deco mesh, I am using 2 because I like my petals to be, not quite as see-through. So again, you fold it in. So you're going to fold it almost like an envelope, you guys. An envelope meets in the middle, right? And I'm going to go ahead and pinch. I saw from your front porch, Stacy, she had a great idea to pin your end there so your point stays somewhat pointed. And then again, you fold it. I think you can see that, everybody. I got a glass cutting board at a thrift store. Yeah, right, Sandra, you can find them because people don't use them. Where can I order the glass thing? Oh, the glass thing, you know what? We don't have it, but you could pick them up. You could pick them up at just about any store. I don't know what kind of stores you have where you live, but I don't know, anybody on TikTok or even Facebook, where would you suggest she buy a board from? Sandra over here found hers at a thrift store. But yeah, you can find them. Or somebody was talking to me one day I don't remember if it was just somebody I was talking to at home or whatever. But they used just a big giant piece of tile. That's just a cutting board, a glass cutting board. That's all it is. Okay, there you go. Walmart, Amazon has them. So just look up a glass cutting board. And I would get a fairly big one. Let me measure mine. Hold on. Let me make this petal right now, you guys. Really quick. Let me at least put it together. Well, I am. Let me measure it for you. I will measure it. You found one? You looked? Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and you see it. Oh, okay, Melissa says over on TikTok you can get them at Walmart. Anybody over on Facebook, you guys suggest where else you might find a cutting board. Smooth side, tempered side. You know what? I cut it on the tempered side, but you can turn it over and use it on the smooth side. I've done both. I have done both. At home, I usually use the smooth side. Here, I just use the tempered just because I picked it up and I use it. Hold on. Let me measure this really quick. Okay. So this one is 15 by 12. So 15 by 12 inches. Yeah, I have seen it too, Nora. I did, Nora was saying over here, a cookie sheet. I saw someone use the back of a cookie sheet. And she had used it so much that she had a line in it. I forget who that was. I was just watching somebody the other day. And a cookie sheet is great because then you don't have to worry about, well, of course you don't have to worry about your tempered glass burning, but you don't have to worry about anything with a cookie sheet because a cookie sheet we put into the oven, right? So that would work. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you for that reminder suggestion. That's a great one, Nora. Anyway, okay, so I am going to add 2 more petals to our wreath. And like I said, you guys, this particular wreath, I think I would definitely put some yellow felt on the back of it because I could see, you could kind of see through it. You know what, let me put this, I'm going to put this a little bit higher. Anyway, thank you for joining us over on TikTok and thank you for staying with us, you guys. I have 20 on Facebook, oh yay.
We have 118 in TikTok.
Oh, we have 118 watching us on TikTok. Well, thank you, TikTok. I love that. Thank you so much. I hope you're learning something because let me tell you, this one you're learning right along with me. I do. I challenge myself. I have fun because here I can say exactly what I want to use and it's like magic. It's all here. It's fun working here. You know, you don't have to go dig in your closet or cupboard to see if you have it, or you don't have to go running out to the store to go buy something. I just say, oh, I'd like to use this and I'd like to use that, and if they've got it, I've got it up here on my desk. So thank you so much, Sandra. It is. It's a beautiful yellow. It's like a gold yellow. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty. So yeah, you know what? It turned out pretty good considering I had to change it up a little bit to double up the mesh, but it's nice mesh. I think it's reasonably priced. Yeah, it's $3.50 right now, and then you get 15% off. So if you order 2 rolls, you've got more than enough. You're very welcome, user 686755. You're very, very welcome. Like I said, the original creator, I don't know if she has an actual video out there, but her name is Kathy Shelley. Thank you, Kathy Shelley, if this gets back to you. But if you go to Your Front Porch on Facebook, her name is Stacy. You can watch hers too. And but of course you can always come back and watch ours. Of course she has more experience with this particular. Actually, I don't know if she said it was her first time. I forget, but I ran across her today because I was actually looking for another petal I wanted to make and I couldn't find. It's called a deco petal. I haven't seen that one, you guys. I can't find a. I've seen the petal. I just cannot find a video for it. I really like it. It's a fairly new petal too. And this one, I think she showed us the first time back like on March 13th or something. So this is not an old petal. This is a brand new petal fold. So again, fold it almost like an envelope, you guys. Make sure your tips are together. And then you just fold it up. And that's going to be your inside, the inside of your petal. You leave it about an inch, I'm going to say an inch and a half, inch and a half. Pull down your little legs is what they called it today, and just pull them together. Pull them together, and like I said, I used rubber bands. If I were to do it again, I would definitely use my zip ties, but rubber bands are sufficient just wrap. I'm so glad you can see this now, Sandra. I'm gonna have Mike show me how to do that because everything's always in my way too. I'm always on my phone. That's probably could be a bad thing because I'll never get off my phone. I'm always looking for something online to watch. Okay, just cut it, and again, when I left kind of long, that's okay. And so this is our last petal, you guys, that I'm gonna put in, and I'll show you. And then I think I'm gonna make a few more just to put some greenery around it, but I'm gonna do them just the same. And I pulled from our extra. I don't know if we have it right now, but I think it's our green moss. It was our green moss deco mesh. I don't know if we have it in stock right now, though. But we will, because we're getting in a huge shipment, you guys. And
It's arriving tonight.
It's arriving tonight.
At the port.
Oh, at the port. Okay, it's arriving tonight at the port. And that means by next week, you guys, and it's gonna be fun for us because we love what we do here. So anyway, so this is it right now, you guys. Let me see if I can put it in there for you guys to see. TikTok, can you see this? I think you can see this. This is our double up petal sunflower wreath. It is made on an 8-inch wreath frame with a plastic grid in the middle. It is about 20 by 20, which is actually a really good size. It could be like a pancake wreath, and it could fit between the doors. So okay, so I am going to see. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So let me just make. You know what? I already have one. So I made it the same, you guys, and I'm just going to see if I. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make a few leaves, and I'm going to make them exactly like I did. The petal. So let me add that, and it's going to add some greenery to it. I'm going to love this. Yeah, Sandra, I'm going to tell Mike to teach me. I don't have anybody at home anymore to show me when I get stuck with my tech stuff. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm just stuck. Like right now, my printer broke. Oh my gosh, my printer broke. I love my printer because I also decoupage. And that means I need to get a new printer. And I don't like when I get new printers because then I have to figure out how to set it up. And seriously, like, I don't get it. Years and years ago, years ago, when computers first came out, I took a class up at one of the local junior colleges. But you know, I ended up having to quit my class. I think I got pregnant with my third child. And I had to quit my class, and I just never went back again. So, okay, again, you guys, I'm going to fold. This time I'm not doubling it for the green leaves. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Okay, so you've got the finished edge on top, the finished edge. And now you just want it. So you're going to use your finished edge, and you're just going to fold it in, you guys, like this, right? And you have a point, and this mesh is kind of frame. And then I'm going to put a clothespin. The lady I watched today, she put a clothespin to hold that one in. And then you're going to fold it in again. So you're going to fold it like an envelope, similar to an envelope. And you're going to fold that up, so it's going to give you the inside petal. And you're going to just pull the ends together. And there you go. You have your petal. And in this case, like I said, I'm making these to give it some greenery, to make it look like it has some leaves. And I'm just going to add it. So when we finally turn it over, we will have a sunflower, you guys. And thank you for staying with me. Oh, wow. I went longer than I should have. I'm sorry, Mike. Usually we try to stay for an hour and a half. I wasn't keeping an eye on the time, but thank you so much, Facebook, for staying with us. And thank you for those of you that are joined on TikTok and staying with us. Appreciate you guys staying. Like I say, over on TikTok, and we'd love to offer you a TikTok shop. So if you, so let me show you really quick how cute that's going to be. Can you guys see that? Let's see. You can see the green petals. Or leaves. I'm sorry. I'm going to make more, you guys, but you can see them on the top there. I think on Facebook. Let's see. Let's turn it so you guys can see it. So you see the leaves are such a pretty. Right. Thank you so much, Carol. Right? Like I said, I challenged myself. I've never done one of these. I've done sunflowers, but not this type. Okay, so again, you have your 10 by 10 piece. You fold that down, you fold that down. I'll try to hurry up here. You pinch it together. Okay, so keep your ends as pointed as you can make them. And I'm going to pinch it together just to hold it while I fold up the bottom. So you fold up the bottom like an envelope. Fold that, and it doesn't matter if it's kind of messy in here because that's all going to be pulled in. And then you fold it up, leave it down like an inch, inch and a half from the top. Thank you so much, Sandra. And then you pull it together like this, you guys. And for these petals, you can kind of leave the hole right there for the leaves because this is all going to be in the back. So again, put your rubber band around. Okay, and take off your little, and you can see how cute that is. I think you guys can all see that on Facebook and on TikTok. Okay, and I'm going to turn it upside down, and again, I'm going to put it down underneath the first bar. I'm going to squeeze this in there. Okay, and then I'm going to add it with a zip tie. Thank you, you guys. Oh, 21 on Facebook. Thank you, my Facebook friends. Say hi. Let me know who's here if you haven't said hi. Oh, thank you, Janine, right? Challenge myself, Janine. I get sweaty. I make myself a nervous wreck trying these things sometimes. I follow a lot of cool pages, or I find a lot of cool pages as I'm scrolling Facebook. Anyway, so you just tighten up your zip tie, you guys, and cut off a little bit of your petal. And then you can kind of tuck the little tail down under. Like I said, on this particular one, I would definitely cover it up. If I had it here and show you guys how to do that, I would cover it up with some yellow felt. I would use some yellow felt on the back. That way you don't see any holes in the front at all. Okay, so again, I'm going to make another leaf. So again, keep your clean edges up on top and on the bottom. Fold it in like an envelope. Pinch that, just put your whatever kind of clip you have on it. Fold it up again, and then make a little tip. Fold that tip up, leave an inch, inch and a half or so from the top of your petal. So you're going to have a double petal, a double up petal. Pinch your little legs together. Take off your whatever clip you used. Again, put your rubber band. Hi from Alabama, Nancy. Thank you for joining today. I'm so glad you're here and being patient and staying with me. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this one. This was a wreath created by Kathy Shelley. Her Facebook page is called Kathy's Unique Decor. And I watched another designer, actually, Kathy told her she could share how to make it with us creators. So I watched her today, and she is called Your Front Porch. So I really enjoyed watching her. I actually watched this morning. So like I said, I was trying to find another petal. Oh, I love sunflowers too. Hi, Jeanette. Good to see you on here. Yeah, this is a cute one. You've got to make it. You're learning with us too. You need to learn this. Thanks. You're very welcome over here on TikTok. Thank you for joining us, you guys. Let me cut that, and I'm just going to tuck that right down under. And thank goodness I have some nails right now, and I can do that. So again, I've got 4 petals, and I cut several of them. So let me make a few more, you guys. So again, and this is the exact same way you make the petal. Hi, Sandra Monzingo over on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so this is cut 10 by 10. You fold it in, make a little point. Use your whatever kind of clip you have. I'm using clothespins. Fold it up again. So like I said, it's like an envelope, almost like an envelope. And you have a tip down here. You fold your tip up. You leave about an inch and a half, inch and a half, whatever you're comfortable with. Put your little ends down, and then just fold them. Gather them together like that, and add your, in this case I am adding yeah, make one. You can see I get stressed. You'll be better. You're not having to teach as you're making it. You'll be able to do it. Like I said, it's one basic petal, and it's used for the whole thing, and it actually makes quite a chubby little sunflower, and depending on the size of frame you use, will depend on how many petals you will be using. I use 16 petals on the outside. I have 4 sections, and I put 4 petals in each section. You might want to put 5, just to fill it up a little more so you don't have the spaces like I have. You can overlap your petals if you wanted to, and that would make it beautiful also. And I did at the beginning of the live, I did show you 3 other, if you want to go back and re-watch today, I did show 3 other petals that are typically used for a sunflower. A lot of them, Julie from Julie's Wreath Boutique taught us, so she's always fun to follow. If you're not following her, follow her, you guys. You learn a lot from her. Like I said, we're here to teach you, but we're also here to share our products and show you what you can do with them and show you how you change things. You don't have to do them on a board all the time. You could definitely do them on a frame, wire frame, and just by attaching a grid in the middle. So a lot of things you could do. Okay, so I am folding this up again, pulling down my little ends, gathering them together, pinching them. And this doesn't have to be perfect either. Thank you so much, you guys on Facebook who are staying. See, I'm losing people again. Thank you over on Facebook, and thank you again on TikTok. Whoops. And these rubber bands do break. So sometimes it's good to use 2 if you're not pulling too tight, or you don't have fingernails, you're good. You have fingernails, you're not so good. Okay, so then I'm going to add another one right here. And I'm just going to give you this sunflower some pretty green leaves. And then I will add, well, this is one of my longest lives. Sorry, you guys. No wonder you're not staying. I usually don't do a 2-hour live, but I'm getting there. That's what I get for challenging myself online and doing something I've never done before. Thank you for staying, you guys. Okay, and I'm cutting off with our wire cutters. They are great. I'm going to cut a little bit of that leaf off and just tuck it down under so it doesn't stick out. And I'll show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and add the sign really quick so you guys can see that. What we use here is we use our 3M, and these can be purchased on Amazon, on at Home Depot. They are the 3M cable tie mounts, and they have a nice sticky backing to them. Some of us, when we're making them at home, we do add our, we do have it here. I don't see it, though, somewhere. We do add our E6000 to it. I'm going to go ahead and attach that. You know what, I always forget to ask for zip ties when I come, a certain color zip tie. So I'm going to do this with 3, you guys. And you can see these stick really, really, really good. So again, like yesterday, I'm using a color that doesn't match, but that's okay. I need to remember to ask for some white or cream zip ties so I can change the color up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this, you guys, for those of you who have been patiently waiting to see the final thing. I'm not quite done. I have a few more leaves to create and add, but I'm almost there. Thank you for staying with us or coming back if you kind of came and went. Okay, so you just stick your pipe cleaners through the cable tie mounts, and then I'm going to attach this to the center where you see the grid. So where you put this plastic grid, you guys, you're just going to add your sign. So you just push your zip ties down through the grid, really easy to do. Usually they slide right through, and this time they did. And I'm going to just push them through in 3 different places since I added 3 of them to the back. And you'll see I'll turn it over right now and I'll show you how you put that together. Thank you so much for liking our live and being patient and staying with us over on TikTok. Okay, so then just turn it over and you can see those zip ties. They are all through. Just twist them, tighten them, twist them, pull it, twist it, and then you can cut off your excess pipe cleaners. Now, like I said, I will get some white ones when I come next time, if I remember, and I will change them up so that we can just put them, and then you just push them right down through, back through the the plastic grids, so they're not sticking up, they're not going to scratch your door. Again, this type of wreath I would definitely cover with some yellow felt, and what I would do is I'd cut it with pinking shears, and then I would attach it. I'd put holes in my felt and I would attach it. Okay, so let me just make a few more leaves and I will be done, you guys, and I will be able to show you the finished product. Thank you so much for staying with us. Again, you have a 10 by 10. You fold it, you have your finished sides upwards. You fold it down like an envelope. And you fold it again, leaving about 1.5 inches or so. There you pull down the ends and just pull them together. Okay, and my rubber bands are a mess over here. This was challenging, you guys. Thank you for staying with me. Like I said, I've not made this. Oh, I see my sign needs to be straightened out. Okay, well that's a good thing I turned it over, right? Let me see what I did there. Okay, so my sign, you can just adjust your sign in the middle. I have some green mesh in there. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, almost done, you guys. Thank you for being patient with me. And Mike, thank you for being patient with me.
No problem.
So you put your leaf right under the fourth outer wire. And again, just use your zip tie, attach it. And in this case, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 leaves so far. Thank you guys for staying. And like I said, for those of you, our lives are normally 1.5 hours. For those of you who are on TikTok, if you have not followed us, we would love it if you did follow us, because we need followers so we can open a TikTok shop where you can enjoy purchasing our supplies from TikTok. So if you haven't followed, please do. Thank you so much. Zadie on TikTok, thank you. Thank you for being patient, you guys. And over on TikTok, again, you guys can go to our app. If you've downloaded it, you can go to our Facebook page, and you can rewatch the live if you want to go back and watch the whole thing. We do have it up on those. Again, I'm going to use my rubber band, put a rubber band around, and then attach with a zip tie. I have 2 more leaves to put on, you guys, and that's all for the leaves. We can use other method. And yeah, exactly, you can. Yeah, you could use whatever method you want for your leaves. The leaf that I usually make is kind of shorter, so I thought, well, this will be perfect to use the exact same leaf, because it's kind of a long leaf. But yes, you could absolutely, you can use whatever leaf you're used to making, you want to make for it. You could even use floral leaves. You don't have to use deco mesh for it. I know years ago, I made 2019, I think, I made a bunch of roses, the pretty roses, and way back then we were attaching them to wire frames, so I made 5 of them, I think. And I added just regular, silk leaves, and they came out so pretty. They were beautiful. I made in several colors. So again, you've got your 10 by 10. You fold it down, you fold it down. You leave a little pointed edge there. I'm putting a clothespin there. You fold that to the center, fold that to the center, leaving a tip. It does not have to be perfect, you guys. And you fold it up, so that's going to be the inside of your leaf. But again, that probably won't even show, to be honest with you. So yeah, any kind of leaf you guys want to make is absolutely fine. No problem. Okay, I am almost done here. And I can have Mike let you guys see it. And 1 more leaf to make, and I'm done, you guys. So again, I use 16 petals on the outside. I put 4 in each section, so you can pre-make your petals. I pre-made a lot of them, but not all of them. Pre-make your petals. If you use an 8-inch wreath frame, you need about 16 petals to go on the outside, and you attach your first row to the second wire. Let me cut this and tuck it in. Okay. And cut this in, tuck it in. And like I said, You don't have to do all the tucking. You can just cover up the back of your, okay. So again, one more petal and I am done, you guys. So I will show it to you in a minute. Thank you for staying with us. Again, fold it down. You're going to fold it almost like an envelope, except it's going to be like a very square envelope because it is a 10 by 10. And then you're going to fold this up, leaving about an inch, inch and a half there. And this is the same exact fold you're going to use for your petals. You could do it with poly deco mesh. You could do it with fabric deco mesh. If you do it with regular deco mesh and you don't mind a thin petal, that's fine. I made my petals double so that they weren't so see-through. But that's just my preference. You can do it exactly like you want. So here we go, you guys. Whew. This is the last one. Again, I'm putting it underneath the 4th wire. And I am going to attach it with my last zip tie for the day. Anyway, you guys, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm almost done, Mike. You can shut me down. Not yet.
Not yet, not yet.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Okay, I am zip tying the last leaf. Thank you for staying with me, you guys. I will show you this right now on TikTok. Let me cut off some of the frayed area. Clip off this last, okay, and tuck that in, and here we go. Okay, thank you so much, TikTok, for staying with us. For those of you that did, here is the final, the final sunflower. It's really cute. Total length, you guys, is about 22 with the leaves. So there you go. And then on Facebook, I am going to back up so that Mike can change. Thank you so much. I know, right? I was like, okay, how's this going to turn out? Okay, so for Facebook, it's tiny, but it's very cute. So Facebook, there you guys go. Here is the sunflower that I made with a double up petal, created by, what did I say her name was? Sorry. Kathy Shelley, which thank you, Kathy Shelley, if this gets to you. Thank you so much for sharing your petal. This is really cute. Yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. And again, we come live Tuesday through Friday on our Facebook page, on Instagram, on our app. So come back and join us next week. And TikTok. And Janine will be here. We have 2 designers here, myself and Janine. And Janine makes beautiful, beautiful things. So come on back Tuesday and see what Janine is going to make for you. Like I always say, she makes beautiful things. So thank you so much, you guys. And talk to you soon. See you next week. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. And goodbye, TikTok. Thank you for all the hearts and likes. Thank you. Thank you so much.